Oh yeah, that's good. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, there are some myths floating around that you really need to stop believing. In today's video, we're going to bust 5 of the most common real estate myths so you can make smarter decisions in your real estate journey. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. And of course, before we dive in, I'd love to connect with you. Head over to my website in the description below and check out my contact page. I'd be thrilled to meet you, answer your questions, and help you with anything real estate related here in Nashville. Or you can just text me too. That works. Myth number 1, you need 20% down to buy a home. Let's start with one of the most persistent myths, that you need a 20% down payment to buy a home. I totally get it. It sounds common sense, right? But here's the truth. It's not always necessary. While 20% down is ideal for avoiding private mortgage insurance, PMI, and reducing your monthly payments, there are many loan programs out there that let you buy a home for much less. For example, FHA loans only require a down payment of 3.5%, and some conventional loans are as low as 3%. If you're a first-time home buyer, you might even qualify for state or federal assistance programs that can lower that upfront cost just a little more. So don't let the idea of a 20% down payment stop you from exploring your options. With the right mortgage, you could be closer to home ownership than you think. Myth number 2, spring is the best time to sell your home. Now, let's talk about the best time to sell. A lot of people think that spring is the magic season to list your home. It's true that more homes do hit the market during the spring season, and the weather is nice. But here's the kicker. Spring isn't always the best time to sell. In fact, depending on where you live, selling during the off-peak season, like fall or winter, could actually be a smart move. Why, you ask? Because there are fewer homes on the market, meaning less competition. Plus, buyers looking in winter are typically more motivated and serious. You might even be able to sell faster and for a better price with less competition. So if you're ready to sell, but it's winter, don't worry. You can still make a great deal for your house. And we're on to myth number 3. The housing market always goes up. Now, this is a big one, that the housing market is always going up. Many people think that real estate is a one-way street. It's always going up and up and up. But here's the reality. Real estate goes through cycles, and the market does experience ups and downs. There are factors like economic conditions, interest rates, and even geopolitical events that can cause prices to drop or at least stagnate. If you were in the market during the 2008 financial crisis, you know how quickly things can change. That said, over the long term, real estate tends to appreciate in value, but it's important to be aware of the market conditions at any given time so you don't make decisions based on idealized assumptions. That's why you have a real estate agent that you can just call up and be like, how's the market? Because I wouldn't want to be paying attention to that if I wasn't in the real estate industry. I would want to be focusing on my life. Anyway, myth number 4, you'll get a better deal if you avoid real estate agents. All right, let's talk about working with agents. Some people think that by cutting out the middleman, i.e. the real estate agent, they'll get a better deal. While I totally understand the appeal of trying to save money, the reality is that you're more likely to get a better deal when you work with an experienced agent. Agents have access to the latest market data, negotiation expertise, and knowledge of the local trends. They can help you avoid making costly mistakes and can even get you a higher price for your property than if you were to do it alone. Agents also handle the paperwork, the legalities, and the coordination so you can focus on the bigger picture. So while you may think you're saving money, working with an agent could actually make you more money in the end. And finally, myth number 5, it's cheaper to rent than to buy. Finally, let's talk about renting versus buying. This one's a huge myth. People often believe that renting is always cheaper than buying, especially in expensive markets. But here's the truth. Renting might seem cheaper month to month, but it's not always the most cost-effective option in the long run. When you buy a home, your mortgage payment could be close to or even less than what you would pay in rent, especially if you can lock in a good interest rate. Plus, with every payment, you're building equity, whereas rent payments just go to the landlord. Over time, this can help you build wealth. That said, buying a home requires upfront costs like a down payment, closing costs, and maintenance. But if you plan on staying in the home for a few years or more, it often makes sense, more financial sense than renting. So, there you have it. These are just a few of the most common real estate myths that can actually really lead you astray. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, always do your research and work with professionals to make sure you're making the right choices and to just let that weight come off your shoulders a little bit. The more you know, the more confident you'll be when navigating the real estate world. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, please. Subscribe for more real estate tips and leave a comment below with any myths that you've heard, or even better, any questions you have. We might be making more videos on those comments. I'm here to help you succeed in your real estate journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.